Good evening, and thank you for joining Local 5's first 5 p.m. here on WFV Plus. I am joined immediately by Local 5's Blake Bortz.
Stunned me.
Yeah, I had to throw you for a loop here.
A loop? Was not expecting
Good
that.
to have you back on the show. Man,
it's been
I
a
will
while.
tell you, the last 2 days, doing the show alone is just not the same. It's not boring. Don't get me wrong. I love doing the show every single day, but it's just...
You do it on Saturdays and Sundays too?
No, I don't.
I see. Well,
every weekday.
oh, see,
But,
there we go.
I do enjoy having a guest on, so
I'm glad that I can fulfill your request of having a guest on the show.
Well,
even though it's 9 times out of 10, it's either me or nobody
you or McKenna.
or McKenna.
McKenna will join tomorrow.
Oh, breaking news! Is this breaking news?
Informed. It is. I guess technically this will be the first time.
Should we get a breaking news banner?
Should we get a promo going out there? Live on First 5 p.m.
Live on First 5 p.m. It is Assistant News Director McKenna Gallenberger.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead.
But it's me today.
It's just Blake today.
Oh, I don't get a graphic.
No, he's just normal.
I'm just a person. I live here.
Yeah. Well, the news has kind of thrown me for a loop today. My live shot. Yesterday's did not go well, as we know. Today's the OBS system back here was getting worked on and stuff like that, and a setting happened to go wrong, and I had no audio, so I was talking to nobody for about 15 seconds, and they're like, "All right, we're bye, Indy." I'm like, "Okay."
All right. Well, we'll see you later.
So honestly, I'm kind of nobody's fault. I mean, it just happened.
Hey, it's technology. Sometimes is
I was
evil.
kind of looking to bounce back, have a good live shot.
Well, the good thing is today is Wednesday. You have 2 more days.
Well,
that's
two bad ones in a row. I am not happy.
Nothing ever comes in threes. So
it always comes in threes.
Who said that? I've never heard that rumor once in my life.
So Blake, your story today was on Sturgeon Bay or Sturgeon Bay.
That's news to me.
Sturgeon spearing. Give us a quick rundown, and that's all the news we're talking about today.
Yeah. So sturgeon spearing season coming up on Saturday.
Exciting time for Wisconsin.
Obviously, it is a big time weekend, big time a stretch of the winter months for many Wisconsinites and many spears here in the area. Caught up with the biologist of Lake Winnebago with the Wisconsin DNR out there at all of the different stations across northeast Wisconsin, patrolling and getting everything set up for what is expected to be a very busy, very heavy set of spears hitting the ice this weekend. The main talking point is water clarity has drastically changed from what was expected at the end of last week, now progressing into this week, as now we're going to be coming up on 2 days away from everyone hitting the ice. Water clarity basically means spears are going to have a hard time seeing the sturgeon in the water. They're seeing cloudy pockets. They're seeing murky waters. They're just seeing the clarity not being what...
It's like driving in fog.
Exactly. So it's definitely something they're monitoring. As quickly as it changed, it can quickly change back. So it shouldn't hinder anything. But water clarity being low to start could spell a potential longer season. For those of you that don't know, sturgeon spearing season is 16 days, or when the harvest caps in all 3 age categories get filled. It's juvenile, female, adult female, and male. So those are the 3 categories. They're all capped off. I believe I want to say it's $350 for adult female.
You can find that on our website.
Over $1,200 for adult male, and it's like $75 for juvenile female is the harvest cap for all 3 categories. So,
and that's across all the systems.
Lake Winnebago.
Just Winnebago?
Lake Winnebago specifically.
So each system has its own cap.
Each system has its own cap. So specifically for Lake Winnebago, that is the cap that has been set. That's been already predetermined. Reason the cap's in place, they want to keep the habitat of sturgeon healthy. They want it to keep growing and being plentiful. So harvest caps normally generate depending on the population of what sturgeon habitat is. So 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Be able to watch.
One more question for you.
What's that?
Another issue that the DNR had talked to you about. Ice deteriorating a little bit with the warm up.
They're not working directly on ice levels, but they're expecting the top layer to be thinned just a little.
It's supposed to be very nice this weekend.
Check in with your local fishing clubs. Check in with your local meteorologists. I know Storm Team 5, we have daily ice updates. Nathan Hemsel working very tirelessly on that, keeping up with that. So
good guy. Just
what a man.
Hands down.
Where is he?
Well,
not here.
Unfortunately.
He'd be great to give. And Nathan Hemsel's here. Oh, never mind.
I think I might have the 3 cam still with him.
Hi,
there
Nathan.
he is. Hi, Nathan. All right.
Well, we digress.
Okay. That's all the news we're talking about today. Blake and I are going to have a little bit of fun.
I like fun, so you can't steer me wrong there.
Well, we'll quickly run through it. So football's over. We know that.
Unfortunately.
NASCAR's coming up this weekend. Daytona 500.
Not unfortunate.
You and I are thrilled for that. Spring training, Brewers, pitchers and catchers reported today.
No,
what do you mean,
I mean, nothing happens when just the pitchers and catchers report. They're just
but it's
we're
almost
one
baseball.
step closer. Yeah.
All right. Well, but one thing that is still in full swing, basketball.
I thought we were going to talk about water polo.
No, remember, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about water polo.
All right. College basketball, more specifically, we're going to go ahead and bring up the current bracketology.
Oh, I still can't see it very well, but I can kind of make out what I'm looking at here.
Well, here, let me, I'll zoom it in for you. How about that?
See, there we go. This TV being here is
Does that look a little better?
Beautiful.
Should I get a little closer? Yeah, that's about as close as I can.
That's fine.
All right. We're going to go ahead and just kind of, run through some of the teams, some of the surprises. I don't think it's a surprise to have Arizona as the number 1 overall team, although you might have a little bit of a different opinion with Michigan being a 1 seed.
All hail the victors.
And who did Michigan lose to this year? The Wisconsin Badgers. And the Wisconsin Badgers, speaking of them, coming off a huge overtime win over the Fighting Illini of Illinois yesterday. So that... I believe we'll get to it later. The Badgers are currently, this has been updated as of yesterday morning. So it doesn't have the Badgers win in there yet. They're currently a projected 9 seed. I would not be surprised if they jump to an 8 after that win, maybe even a 7.
Yeah, looking at this here, obviously Arizona has been quite dominant all
23
year.
And
23 and 1.
They're losing just to Kansas recently.
So, I mean, Arizona is continuing to provide to be a dominant force in college basketball.
Absolutely.
My Michigan Wolverines, again, are on a absolute tear. One fluke little loss to the Badgers should not impact them in any facet whatsoever.
They're a very solid team, very well put together.
Moving forward, 22-1 should stay as a 1 going into the tournament.
Now, a couple, we got a lot of love for mid-majors in this.
I'm looking here.
I
love Harvard. I love Harvard at 16.
Harvard at 16 is kind of crazy.
Harvard's a dog.
Ivy League at 16, I don't know.
They're going to get immediately pounced by Arizona if they
probably
make it in. But Harvard is very good.
I do want to mention Arizona was a 2 seed a couple of years ago. They played Princeton in Ivy League school. And Princeton ended up going to the Sweet 16.
Well, you Harvard fans, you're winning if you're playing Arizona.
That's what
not
Indy's
what I'm
just
telling
saying.
me.
Harvard, with the projected automatic qualifier from the Ivy League, they are currently 13-9,
The
6-2
Crimson
in
Tide.
conference.
The Crimson.
Highest projection is 16th.
So they've
something to
basically
watch.
reached-
NJIT, Morgan State.
Who?
Oh, come on. Give a little love to the teams.
Looking at the rest, the one school that I could see immediately faltering is Gonzaga.
Oh.
You see them there in the red. They did get blown out by Michigan. They are on a losing streak in terms of their projected seeding.
Their highest projected seed was actually a 2. They're down to a 4.
I think Gonzaga will continue to fall. They would be.
They just lost to Portland as well, which is a kind of an ugly loss. It's one of the biggest conference losses from Gonzaga in recent memory.
Yeah, so I would pick them over this California Baptist school. But I like it. North Carolina is also getting hot at the right time.
Yeah, and Michigan State as well, I would say, is, they're, I know you hate to hear it being a Michigan fan, but Michigan State, they're playing a lot of good basketball right now. They obviously have legendary Tom Izzo as their head coach. You always have a chance with Izzo in March.
Yeah, so I was just going to quickly, Rick Pitino in St. John's is really becoming the Big East goats now that Marquette has and Shaka Smart have really fallen off a cliff
Well,
going
you
into
got
the
UConn
season.
still.
Well, I like St. John's still, even though that they're a 5. They
Okay.
would be a Cinderella for me right now.
Do you see any of these 5-12? I mean, obviously, that's one of the more fun upsets to pick in March Madness now. Do you see Belmont taking down St. John's or South Florida, who is making their bracketology debut, actually, over Alabama?
I actually really love the Miami of Ohio. I know that's a 6-11. But Miami of Ohio right there.
Only undefeated team in college basketball right now.
I think they're...
Do you think 11's too low for them?
No. For a MAC school, no.
I think it's too low.
No, I think
an 11 play-in at undefeated?
I think that's where they need to be. They haven't played anyone.
Give them a 10.
Is the issue. No.
I'm very surprised that they're an 11. I would, especially an 11 play-in. They're the only undefeated team in college basketball. I get they haven't played anyone yet, but they're undefeated.
That doesn't matter to me. That's Miami.
This is the Miami Hurricanes. Sorry, I'm looking at this one.
Yeah, see, they've been there at high 11. That's where they've been this entire...
I think a 10 works for them, though.
It's because they're a MAC. They're not going to go anywhere because they're a MAC school.
Well, MAC has the potential to upset just about anybody.
You talked about Michigan State. The only thing I'll say is they're a high-flying group, high-octane offense that really can score the ball whenever they please.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as that stays up, Tom Izzo always has a brand of basketball defense that normally plays well very late into March. I would not be surprised if they make it to the Elite Eight or farther. As much, I can't really say painstakingly because that's just the truth. I mean, you can always discredit Michigan State, but 9 times out of 10, this MSU team goes to the Sweet 16 or further.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take our first commercial break. When we come back, Blake and I will continue running through the bracketology here. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Local 5's first 5 p.m. here on WFRV Plus, joined once again by Blake Boris. We continue breaking down bracketology, one of the more fun things to keep an eye on, especially as we get closer and closer to March Madness. Now, one team we didn't talk about before we move on down to the 7-10 to 15 matchups. Florida started off as a 1 seed, projected 1 seed. They kind of faltered. If you look at this seed projection, they have fallen down.
They're rising.
But they are rising at the right time.
17-6, don't like it. Probably Florida will see you in the round of 16, Sweet 16. Sorry.
All right, fair enough.
I'm never picking Kentucky ever again until the day I die.
Yeah, I mean, Kentucky has just been a struggle bus this year.
17-7, not a chance I pick them in any facet. They're definitely losing in this 10 seed game against UCLA.
Who,
never mind, they're both horrid. No, I'm picking. Can I pick a loss? Tie.
All right, the one I really like to look at.
Yeah, I know one you're gonna say.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Iowa State obviously losing to TCU.
Oh, that's not what I was actually going to talk about.
Them a little bit.
Yesterday, Iowa State shockingly got upset by my TCU Horned Frogs.
Go Frogs!
It was disgusting. The game was horrible. But TCU's defense apparently was really good.
It was amped, dude.
They were at home. They almost knocked off Kansas earlier in the year. Completely threw that game away. But end up taking down Iowa State. Does that move them from a 2 to a 3?
Probably. I mean, pardon my...
Technically, that is not a very good loss.
Pardon my yawn there. I mean, probably top 3, but I mean, you'd have to look at the other 2s.
Yeah.
Nebraska is the shocker in the
Nebraska's
country.
They started out
as a 12, making it in.
I think that's 11 or something right around there.
21-2, Cornhuskers proving to be a contender.
Yeah, really.
When we come to this Big Ten tournament here, that's going to be coming up here shortly. Going to be interesting to see there. You can just keep scrolling down.
No.
I don't need to talk about...
I need to.
About Utah State?
I absolutely love this Utah State team this year. I think this Utah State team has a chance to make a decent run in the bracket. Depending on how things match up. Right now, I'm loving this.
Well, yeah, you're playing... I mean...
I think they beat USC. USC's kind of meh, whatever.
They haven't been the same since Bronny left.
Well, anyways, USC's been kind of just an average team.
USC?
I like Utah State in this one. And then if they go on to play Nebraska, they're beatable. Give me the Aggies.
I mean, I'm glad that you're quite confident on the Aggies.
They're a solid Mountain West team this year that I would say could make a run.
I'm quite confident in the Michigan Wolverines, but we'll keep moving down.
All right, the other 1 seeds here, obviously we got UConn. I mean, they've been pretty much at the top all year long.
No doubt. Yep, no doubt.
Duke, they just lost to North Carolina on a buzzer beater. Does that
I'm going to be honest.
Out?
I'm looking at... Can you click out of that for a second, please?
Yeah.
I'm changing nothing with none of these teams. All of them are quite literally the same.
I got to bring Wisconsin up. After beating...
I can't.
Why?
I can't.
They have beaten Illinois and Michigan.
Okay.
Both on the road.
Cool.
I would say that's worthy
Click on Wisconsin.
I would say that's worthy of at least an 8.
So you look here for...
They're 9-4 in conference.
So 9-4 in conference. But the thing that
I'm probably the best league.
So this is what I'm looking at here is for that span of end of December, early January, they weren't in.
They didn't play good basketball then.
Exactly. That's what's going to hinder them.
Now they're getting
getting
hot at the right time.
Yes, they have the 2 key wins against Michigan and now against Illinois. Those are big wins, big conference games. They help tremendously. But they need to win out the rest of this regular season.
Well, they're not going to do that. They play Michigan State.
So if if they go and beat the Spartans, then you would have a better contrast for me to say they could be a 6. They could be a 7 seed.
Well, I'm saying they're worthy of at least jumping to an 8.
An 8, I think they're staying at. It depends where Illinois is. If Illinois is an 8, yes. But if Illinois is as high as a 4,
Illinois is like a 2. They're a 2 seed. Do you know how good Illinois is this year? They're 20-5 now.
I'm going to.
You gotta give Wisconsin the 8.
No, I can't give him the 8.
You're just doing that.
Who's the other? All right, who's the other 8s?
Villanova. 18-5, 9-3 in conference, and the conference isn't
They've been
great.
in it the entire time.
NC State, who's faltering right now.
Okay, you might get the spot over.
And then we go up
State.
here, Texas A&M.
They're
17-6, 7-3, and Auburn.
They'll both stay.
Auburn's
okay. Fine.
This would be the swap.
I give you the 8 that they'll take NC State's spot, and I think
not Auburn's. Auburn is heavily overrated.
You got to think now. Iowa State's going to go down from a 2. Illinois is going to go down for a 2. Now who's going to go up from a 3? UNC.
Well, I don't know
Michigan
if they'll go down
State
from
might be a 2 now.
I mean, you got Kansas who just knocked off Arizona.
Is Hunter Dickinson still on the team?
He might be. Purdue. Purdue's been always, top 3
Purdue's always been
the whole year.
Good.
But all right, moving on.
Where's UWGB?
I do have the women's bracket we can pull up later.
UWGB is like the 12.
They are the 12 right now.
12
set
right
to
now.
face Baylor. I hate Baylor.
If they beat Baylor,
oh God, there'll be a party at the Shills household.
There'll be a party at the Shills apartment. No, looking at the rest of the bracket, I mean, I'm so out of touch.
Vanderbilt faltering a little bit after running into the season.
I'm just so out of touch with the entire thing of college basketball. It's just remarkable.
Santa Clara is another team that I really like this year.
It's really remarkable on my end just how passionate I get about it once the calendar flips March. Then it's just scrubbing. I don't look at regular season games as much as I look at what you just did in your conference tournaments.
Okay, fair enough.
Because what am I? I'm going off of postseason basketball.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bring up the Michigan-Wisconsin game. I'm not going to think anything of it when it comes to picking my bracket because again, you play that game over 10 times. Michigan probably wins 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, then you have 70%. I don't know. Picking a bracket is the funnest,
hardest,
stressful, hardest, saddest thing ever because they always start with that 8-9 game. You never know. It's always going to be like Creighton or Texas A&M.
Yeah, I always pick the wrong one.
I always go Creighton because I like the Blue Jays. And then it's like, oh, Texas A&M just won by 30. And now my bracket's over. I'm sitting at my desk slumped over because I don't know what to do now.
I need to talk about the Santa Clara team.
What do you have to tell me, Indy?
This is the second time in the updates that they are the automatic qualifier from their conference. They're in the same conference as Gonzaga. So, if you look if you look over here, the bubble projection,
I'm looking.
They have them as the first 4 out, first 4 out, first 4 out, first 4 out. I think, it's going to be tough for them to make the tournament if they don't win the conference. But, your gut just tells you Gonzaga is going to win that conference.
Of course.
I still think Santa Clara deserves a spot in March Madness.
Gonzaga is always going to win that conference unless the basketball program falters. Go to the first 4 out, whatever, the next graphic on the bubble we have here. Last 4 buys, last 14. So we have Georgia, St. Mary's, UC. Yeah, that's expected.
St. Mary's from that same conference as well. So that would be 3 teams from the West Coast Conference in the tournament.
So last 4 in, not surprised again with those teams. First 4 out, Ohio State has just plummeted. Ohio State, I think, was up pretty decently in terms of being in, but they just got shellacked by Michigan and they got shellacked by somebody else in the Big Ten. Next 4 out, I always like VCU to always make some sort of noise. Oklahoma State's always a good pick, but obviously when you're ranked,
I think we could see Virginia Tech jump back in. I think Virginia Tech's a solid enough team to be able to make it back into this tournament.
What's the next section that we have here?
Just the conference breakdown.
Yeah, so
here.
I mean, you can just see. I mean, Big Ten. It's Big Ten and SEC rule the world. They just rule the world.
3 only in the Big East. Kind of surprising.
I mean, it's Marquette, man. What happened?
I mean, the Big East is they're down just in general.
What happened to Mark?
I mean, DePaul's been bad for years. Georgetown's been bad for years.
That whole they need. Was it Ewing? Did Ewing go into Georgetown? No,
I think he did.
He did? Yeah, he did.
But yeah, so
commercial.
Then we're gonna go talk about the UWGB women's team.
That's the only part of the women's bracket that I know is the UWGB.
We'll be back right after this 1-minute commercial break, guys. Welcome back to Local 5's first 5 p.m. here on WFRV Plus. Just a couple more minutes to go here, and we are going to shift our focus to the women's bracket as UW Green Bay, the women's basketball team. They are currently the projected automatic qualifier for the Horizon League. Perfect in conference, 20-5 on the season. We had 2 of them, 2 of the players, 2 of the top 3 leading scorers in for the Sports Lounge the other week. And yeah, what are your thoughts on the UWGB women's?
I mean, they're electric. I mean, you can see right there, seed projection history. They've been as low as about I think a 14 or something like that. But I mean, ever rising, ever competing. I mean, 20-5, undefeated in a conference is still remarkable. This team is just insane. Kayla, what's her name? Kayla. I already.
Oh. Carius?
Yeah, I didn't know how to pronounce it. Has led these group of women to being
It's been a really, really clean transition from their old coach to Carius now.
Yeah, so they're unstoppable. I'm always gonna pick them in March Madness because I just think they're the best. I'm a diehard. I mean, I'm always gonna pick blue, but I mean, green's got to be the second color. That's fine. No, the Phoenix. I mean, who do they play the rest of the year? Can we click on Phoenix? Just click on Phoenix. Yeah, it should take you to the screen. Yeah, so look at the remaining schedule we got here.
On the left here, we got Cleveland State, Northern Kentucky, Milwaukee.
So 5 more wins. So they're winning out, is what you're telling me.
2 close games in a row, though.
What is can you look at the standings for the Horizon League?
No.
Why? Because
we're staying on this. Because I don't know if we can be on that website.
Oh, well. So, obviously, interesting times happening here, but unfortunate thing is I don't think they can go any higher than 12.
Yeah, I think 12's probably pretty good for them. I mean, it'd be hard to put a Horizon team higher than 12.
Conference prestige, more or less, is what's going to hinder 100%. This team.
And the only thing that stinks about Green Bay is, if they do get upset in their conference tournament, they're not making the tournament.
Yeah, it's
win the tournament, win the Horizon League conference tournament. You're in the big dance. You lose it. Welcome to the NIT.
Welcome to the NIT. Could they be a 16?
No, they wouldn't give a.
I would beg to differ with this team being in.
They wouldn't give an at-large to a 16 seed. No chance. That has never been done before.
Well, 2026 is a year of new
There's
possibilities,
no
Mr.
chance.
Shills.
No,
It is a new year of
that would be
possibilities.
the thing. If they gave them an at-large, it would have to be the 12, 11, 10 in that range, 9, 8. And if we said they can't go higher than 12, the 12 seed, you can't put.
You can't realistically expect them to lose right now.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, anything. It can be anyone's night on any given day.
Well,
they get knocked out of the
completely get
conference
that.
championship. I see no path for them to make the tournament. So they need to really hone in, focus, get that Horizon League championship. Then they make it to the big dance. They can start preparing for whatever 5 seed they're going to play.
Well, that's a long time away. But you know what happened today? Luke Getsy is the Packers quarterback coach.
I did see that, yeah.
Interesting stuff there.
Yeah, Luke Getsy, Packers quarterback coach. That
he's back. He's been with the team as
smooth transition for sure. Because Jordan Love loves him, for lack of a better word. He loves Luke Getsy.
I was trying to think of what my segue could be, but I didn't have anything prepared. I had my notes here, and that wasn't one of them. So I wasn't. You went off script.
We don't have a script on this show.
It's right
I don't
here.
ever script this show.
It's right here on this piece of paper.
Nobody can even see.
Exactly. There's no paper there. It's just my hand.
All right.
Packers, I mean, that's cool. Sure. I mean,
it works.
We need some sort of NFL news, I guess, to get us through. Let's see what's coming up. New league season coming up soon. I mean, the league starts the 12th of March, I think.
Something like that.
It's like that Monday or something.
Yeah.
March 10th. No, it's a Wednesday. It's March 12th.
All I know is we're focused on Daytona.
All I know is it's time to go fast.
Turn left.
We're watching qualifying tonight.
Yeah.
I'm watching qualifying tonight. Indy's going to go watch some golf while watching qualifying while eating dinner.
Yes, that is my plan tonight.
Hey.
Wednesday is always my favorite day of the week. Well, favorite work day of the week, aside from maybe Friday.
Why Friday?
Because Friday is a lot of fun. I will be putting down that Connor Zilic bet. Rookie Connor Zilic, 25 to win $1,000. Give me that. All right, guys. We're out of here. For Blake Boris, I'm Indiana Shills. Catch you on Thursday.